Okay guys, I have to make a low quality screen captured bullshit video here because this is just infuriating, and this perfectly illustrates why I am trying to make my own website, rpgfanatic.net, and make it a place where people are free to submit stuff and there's not any moderators who can just basically screw you over. I made a submission of my most recent video, the RPG Reports, my new news show, which is done in the style of a parody news show, like Stephen Colbert, where there's funny commentary and just ridiculousness. It's something I spent literally 3 days making the video. It's an 8-minute video. It covers like 5 different stories. It has animation in it. It was a lot of work, and I submitted it to N4G. Now, I've been out of the YouTube, game space for about a year, and part of it is because of my constant struggles with sites like this. So I got it reported by a mod. So let's open this up and see what he did. So I submitted it. It has everything. Had somebody comment on it too. It was getting engagement. And some moderator came in here and he gave me a report. He actually gave me a strike on my account as well, but he reported it. He said YouTube is only a source if it comes from a developer, publisher, or an official channel like Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo, not user videos. Then he automatically failed it.
Rage quit.
He didn't allow people to vote on it. He just auto-failed it. Auto-failed it. And his whole problem was that I credited my own video as the source. And why did I do that? I did it because there's 5 different stories in the submission. So how am I supposed to credit them all, right? The only way that I can credit them all is if, I have my own link page. So I credited my own video and he didn't like that. So he auto-failed it. So I went and I actually messaged him. I said, dude, what the hell? Why the hell did you autofill the video without any chance to make corrections? It took 3 days to make the video, then I had to submit like 14 times to actually get it to post because the site kept bugging up. Yeah, that's right. I had to keep submitting because the site kept bugging up and deleting everything. I have 5 stories in the video and it took 3 days to make it. Did you even look at it? Every source is credited in the video description of the video. I don't know how to include 5 different websites as a source on N4G. Near as I can tell, it doesn't support that, so I sourced my own channel. But beyond that, why the hell did you auto-fail it and give me a warning? That's a real jerk move. You want me to never use the site again or something? And his response was, you can't include 5 different websites, and also the video is considered a roundup, which is not allowed, since that is the purpose of N4G. My response was, the video is no more of a roundup than any of the other gaming blog articles already on the front page right now. Why are you giving me so much grief, bro? And what is the point of a voting system if you just auto-fail submissions? So Lieutenant Skittles gave me a response. I'm not giving you grief if you are combining news that I could easily point out on the front page since it's considered a roundup. Articles talking about specific things are not roundups. So because other people reported on individual things within my longer video, it was considered not suitable for submission to the entire freaking website. That's what he's claiming. My response is, this site has a voting system and you're not allowing it to take its course. Nowhere in the rules does it say only one website is allowed to report on a news item. I'm also reporting on a new Guinness Book of World Records for game collecting, the shutdown of Remnant Nights, and some other stuff. You were just going around failing projects, and what is the matter with you? I know I'm being very, direct and confrontational, but you have to consider what this person is doing. This person is basically going around and just auto-failing things and not allowing the system of the website to run its course. The message, the spirit of the site is not being abided by. So I'm pretty upset and I'm being confrontational. And he claims, no, I'm not. I am failing legitimate stories with legitimate errors. Errors are not fixed. I'm pretty sure that he means that he's failing illegitimate stories because I don't understand why he would want to be failing legitimate stories. Anyway, in response to my accusation that nowhere in the rules does it say only one website is allowed to report on news items, he says yes, it does, and that is the point of reporting stories as duplicates. And then he quotes the rules, but the problem is that when he quotes the rules, it very clearly says that you can't post a story with the same URL as one that's already been posted. However, many sites cover the same stories, so before posting a story, always check the pending news area to see if it's already posted through a different source. However, if a story is posted is not the original source of the story, it's okay to make a new post, but only if it links to the original source of the story. So basically, my category falls under this, right? my category says it's okay to post it as long as I source the original source of the story, which is what my video has done. So my response was, he's not allowing, you're not supposed to reshare the same links. You're not supposed to reshare the same links, not the same stories. So he's rejecting it because people are sharing the same stories and not allowing anybody else with a different opinion or who might have a different opinion than the other person who's already been submitted. So basically, he's saying that on N4G, the first person to submit on a story is the first person, he is the only person allowed to have an opinion about that story. I then reported him to the site, which was answered by Emilio Estevez. Yeah, I'm really sure this is Emilio Estevez, who is another moderator. Fan-fucking-tastic. He says, I think you've misunderstood why this has failed. The story was failed as you're only allowed to directly link to YouTube when the video is made by an quote-unquote industry professional. N4G deems only developers and publishers of video games as industry professionals. In order for your videos to be accepted, they would have to link to and be hosted on a gaming site rather than a video sharing site. And then he says, you also need to tone it down on the bashing of Skittles or have to take action on it. You're the one who clearly doesn't understand the rules. I responded with, don't give me some empty threats, the site rules don't say that at all. User made, I am an industry professional, and here's a small collection of press badges I've received over the fucking years. Look at this. Press badges. South by Southwest, JDC Online, multiple years, got various anime conventions. I have a pass here from SES. I mean, that's a huge-ass one. I've got freaking Google passes. Jesus Christ. So I'm a game journalist, and I'm the CEO of a YouTube multi-channel network, which means I have all the features, including Content ID, and posting videos to YouTube is my business. That is my platform. That is my website. And if YouTube videos aren't supposed to be used, why does the embed code allow YouTube videos? I wish I could bold the rules for you. This section, you should only post videos if the content of the video is professionally made and of interest to the community, which is what my video is. These rules don't say anything about how it can only be industry developers. They're the only ones that are allowed to post YouTube videos. They are interpreting the rules of the site too loosely. Oh, it gets better. Emilio Estevez responds by saying, it's not an empty threat. He doesn't care what I think happened. I have to be respectable. The press are not considered industry professionals at N4G. Only developers and publishers are. So our YouTube channel is not a valid source for submission here. It would need to link to and be hosted on a gaming site to be approved. Basically, just putting up a bunch of walls. What the hell is going on here? YouTube embeds are allowed and required in posting a video so they can be posted like this. And then he says, not everything is in the guide, so you have to learn as you go sometimes. The guide is not easy for us to update, so unfortunately it's not very up to date. I made a response back, but it doesn't really matter. Basically what I'm saying, and why the hell am I getting for strikes for something not in the rules? This is just some complete bullshit. So the rule wasn't in the guide, but I got a warning, a strike on my account, preventing me from being able to make future submissions for something that's not in the rules and that they're allowed to do. So the only way to learn about the rule is to break the rule. This is a completely stupid fucking website ran by a bunch of volunteer moderators who are out of their goddamn fucking minds. It's probably just a bunch of volunteer mods have taken over the site and are basically only allowing submissions from their own personal websites or websites they're associated with submit to the site. That's the only way this makes any lick of sense to me at all, because I doubt that I'm being singled out. I'm pretty sure this is being applied to lots of other people. This is exactly why I created my Kickstarter for the RPG Fanatic site, We need a place that people are free to submit, and there's not some moderator who's basically just another user just like you, who's not an official person in the company. I want to make a site that is not going to be prone to such abuse. This is the site, and this is the Kickstarter page. You can see all the description. I have some inclusions of other places that I've had difficulty, like Reddit, where they say, oh, you're a spammer because your username is the same as your channel name, and therefore it's not okay. But if I post as any other username, nobody gives me grief about my post. It's just a completely ridiculous system, because you know that everybody is making other user accounts and astroturfing with their stuff. At least I tried to be legitimate and not hide that I was submitting it. But anyway, check out the Kickstarter. It's much better than either of their sites. It's a better bookmarking site. It's a better site to find news, to find user submissions, and to really share a community. It's even a better wiki. So it's better than Wikipedia or Wikia or any of their stuff. Please check it out. And yeah, this is exactly why I had to create it. Because I got fed up. I got fed up with the existing gaming sites that are out there that are not supporting user-created stuff. There just really aren't. And they let volunteer moderators run rampant and basically screw people over. Why did I have to? I just wasted half an hour today. I wasted half an hour today on N4G. I can't even resubmit it. It won't let me resubmit it. So let me know in the description below, like, what do you guys think about this crap? Am I just some sort of asshole who's just trying to spam the internet with videos that don't matter to anybody else? I mean, I got 12,000 subscribers to my YouTube channel. I would think that my videos aren't spam and that they're actually reaching people. And they're things that people want to see. So let me know in the comment description below what you think. Laters.